Guys, kind of a different video today. After seeing James Turner's video about the Tenants, I decided to buy it myself, spent 4 hours playing it because I slept poorly and it was hard to concentrate on writing my novel, and decided what the heck, I'm going to review it. So that's what we're doing today. I have not been paid and I was not provided this game by the developers. I bought it for 10% off on Steam while it's still in early access. Even though the game is still in early access, it's actually super polished. So far, I have not completed the game. In fact, I've barely clocked 4 hours on it, but I did buy it today when I couldn't focus on what I was writing, so like I said, that should probably tell you something. This is a first impressions only review, because that is still the face of the game where I'm at. I'm of course going to play it more for research, but I do also want to say this video contains mild spoilers for the campaign mode. Let's start by talking about the kind of game that this is. The Tenants is a mix between The Sims, a time management game, and a tycoon game. It doesn't seem to have some of the more complicated elements of tycoon games, but that might just be because I haven't cleared it yet. I just got into that can help your landlord never go up, get more jobs, and unlock certain objects. The Tenants narrative background. So when you first boot up the game, you're going to choose your avatar and your name, and that's all you can choose. The backstory is basically provided for you. You are a scummy landlord that comes from a wealthy family, and your uncle is going to help you build a landlord empire. You can earn your scummy money by renting out your property to tenants and helping renovate buildings that don't belong to you. So let's talk about style and ease of gameplay. The style of the game is really cute, the polygon characters are adorable, and the fact that things do not snap into place the way they do in The Sims is really refreshing. The layout is easy to navigate, and look, I'm not really a proper gamer, but I know when a game is easy to play. The tutorial speaks for itself, and almost everything is a clickable button which you can save you a ton of time when you're trying to quickly complete a renovation job. Off the top of my head here, I really want to commend the developers for the way they designed the characters. Each character has a job, backstory, debt amount, criminal background, and even lifestyle. They make them seem very real, especially when they get angry at you, which makes the game that much more fun. So there are several different types of gameplay here, and I'm going to talk about some of them. Renovating is basically the bulk of your time when you start. It's going to be taken up by building and by renovating. You're using that money to buy and renovate more properties, which you will eventually be leasing out to other tenants. You want to complete these jobs because they help you get reviews and they allow you to have more money, which allows you to expand. You want cash flow so that you don't get into debt, and you can obviously expand and get loans and get more apartments. These renovations are fairly self-explanatory and really fun. I do recommend that you click on the type of wall or flooring your client requires because sometimes purple is red enough in this game. Leasing is one of the most important parts of your job, but honestly you don't seem to do it that much. You have to open an apartment, have an open house, and decide who you want your tenants to be. You can do this for other landlords as an agent, and it will help strengthen your reputation. Tenants. You will have to negotiate with tenants to make sure that they pay you on time and to keep them happy. All tenants expect their apartments to have working electricity and water. You can send your uncle in to deal with problems, or you can hire a pro. You might also have to deal with problems like pests. A pro is generally more expensive, but it's a guaranteed fix. Sometimes you can only send a pro, sometimes you can't send your uncle, but sometimes you can, and it's always a gamble. Or you can just make your tenants deal with it if you don't want to and you don't care about keeping them happy. Totally up to you. Let's talk about randomness and consequences. There are also some random events where your tenants seem to ask you for advice. I've had one tenant frequently ask me what he should do on his dates, which is a little weird, but he seems lonely, so I guess that's okay. Being successful in these choices can improve your relationships with your tenants, and I think being unsuccessful could make them worse. Though I have yet to experience that. Ignoring your tenants will make them really mad, and your reputation might take a hit along with your relationship with them, which would obviously affect your bottom line, and that's what you care about. Speaking of bottom lines, would I recommend the Tenants? I would 100% absolutely recommend this game. If you're into time management systems like building The Sims but aren't that good at it and love tycoon games, this game is catered specifically to you. It fills a gap in the market that has been there for a long time, and I just felt like it hasn't been filled by anything. I find that it's very relaxing while not getting boring, but I do wish it was a little bit more challenging, but I think that will come with time as I sort of scale up in it. I think that the fact that the game is in early access might make some people hesitate, but I will get it now because I didn't experience any bugs and it was only $17 today. Personally, as far as things I didn't like, I would really like some quality of life improvements. For instance, it's really annoying to have your guy clean everything slowly one by one without being able to queue up the next action, so I really think an action queue is totally needed. The other thing I would like is a copying tool, because it's very annoying to have to find matching cabinets every time when you're building a kitchen instead of just being able to copy and paste, basically. Aside from that, I have a feeling I'm going to spend many hours on this game. I'll let you know if it's ever as much time as I spend on The Sims, but probably not. Bye! Okay, no. If you like this, subscribe, and I'll see you later. Bye!